Hello everybody, my name is Ozzy889, or just Ozzy. Now, you are in fact looking at the opening screen to possibly my favorite Pokemon game of the series. Though Pokemon X and Y come pretty damn close. There's Pokemon Sapphire version, Gen 3. Now, this is going to be kind of a learning experience for me, because I am still getting used to YouTube and all its guidelines. But I'm going to be doing a Nuzlocke run of Pokemon Sapphire. My rules are pretty much the same as any typical Nuzlocke run, but I like to throw in just a couple little rules that makes it more enjoyable for me, and also makes it more difficult for me as well. So, with without making it any longer, let's go ahead and get it started. And yes, my battery is completely dry. It's a shame though. I heard there's the way to replace the battery on those things isn't that hard, but I'm just not that. I'm too lazy. End of story. I'm not going to read out everything they say. I don't do that. One thing I will do is I'll explain just a couple of the rules that are in a typical Nuzlocke run. Rule 1. You can only catch one Pokemon per route, and it's the first Pokemon you see on that route. If the Pokemon dies or runs away during battle, too bad, you can't catch another. Deal with it. Rule 2. If any Pokemon faints in your party, they are considered dead. Cannot be revived, cannot heal, whatever. That's it. Now, the other little rules I like to add are just simple ones, like set battle style to set rather than shift. If you play, I used to play the game all the time on shift, and it pretty much makes the game just easier than it needs to be. When you play on set, it's such a subtle change that really makes things much more difficult. The other additional rule I'm doing is something that seems to be kind of a big thing nowadays with Nuzlocke runners, and that is the use of healing items during battle. Clock doesn't matter. I am not going to use any healing items during my battles. Moves that heal myself, like Recover and Heal Pulse, those are fine. Oh, you know, I really should just speed up the text. That would make this so much faster. And go ahead, set battle style to set. And because I really, really like this frame, where is it? There we go. And now that I remember what I'm supposed to do in sequence, I'll go find May. Who... I like this gen, but May, I just don't really care. She doesn't even get to become our true rival. The next rule I would like to talk about, though, is the dupes clause. In the event I have come across a Pokemon in the wild, and I already happen to have that Pokemon, I get another try to find something different. And normally a lot of people like to do, like, say, oh, you keep going until you get something different, then you get the chance to capture. But I find that just makes things too easy, and there's, you know, there's no, like, real tension. Anyways, I forgot to check my ID card. Oh, that's not good. Cut! Alright, now that I'm back here, before checking the bag, we're going to decide what my first Pokemon will be. And this, I find, is the best way to do it. Essentially, I want to check the last digit in my trainer card. If it's 1 through 3, I'll pick the first Pokemon on the left. If it's 4 through 6, it's going to be the Pokemon in the middle. And if it's 7 through 9, it's going to be the rightmost Pokemon. If it happens to end in a 0, then I get to pick. So, let's go ahead and see. My trainer card number is 48647. 7 being the rightmost Pokemon, and that one would be Mudkip! Alright, I'll take Mudkip. Now, before I had to make that cut, I was going over the dupes clause. Essentially, I'm going to make it so where I get 3 strikes. The first Pokemon I encounter is strike 1. Second time is strike 2. Strike 3, and I can no longer attempt to catch a single Pokemon in that area. Dupes clause regardless. That's pretty much how I like to go. And I forgot to return on the fast text. And probably didn't switch the battle mode from shift to set. Yes, Dad's a trainer. Wait, we have a dad in this version? This is awkward. Anyways, for naming Mudkip, let's see. I think I'm gonna go with, named after a good friend of mine. And he always picks water Pokemon whenever he plays a new game. There we go, Met King. What's your stats, Met? Bold nature. Not. It would have been better if you had something like timid nature would have been nice, just to give you more speed. I know, turning it now. There we go. Everything's back the way it was before I had to reset. I know some Nuzlockers likes to say, oh, the first Pokemon you encounter on a route, like, even if you don't have Pokeballs, should count. But, that's kind of stupid. If you can't catch anything, why should this matter? Bum ba bum bum ba bum bum ba bum bum ba bum bum ba bum. Ah, I like that tune. That's one thing I think a lot of people just don't give Sapphire version and other Gen 3 games a lot of credit for, is their music. Their music is really, really good and catchy. It's a nice upgrade from what you're used to listening to on the old games. And I honestly think if the music for this generation is just so much better than, like, say, Gen 4, where it tries to use a lot of rock guitar riffs in their music, and for me, it just doesn't feel like Pokemon. There's only a couple songs in Gen 4 I can honestly say, ooh, I like that. Like the Galactic theme. The Galactic theme's great. Uh-oh. This Zigzagoon's kicking my ass. Am I gonna lose to this thing? Oh, hell no. I'm not dying to this thing. Come on, Mech King. You're better than this. Granted, if I got crit kill, then I would... Wow, okay. Just growl away. Shame I couldn't catch the Zigzagoon. I would have a... Oh, God. Okay, I should be able to kill it. But I'm gonna have to go heal. This thing kicked my ass! And it still wasn't enough for a level. Alright, now that we're all healed up, let's go take care of May. May. Oh, Poochyena. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of dark types. At least not until Gen 5, where they actually get some really good moves. Oh, that was painless. And we learn Mud Slap. That's actually a really kind of useful move. A lot of people just switch it out for something better down the line, because Mudkip has got a really good move pool. And ground type moves are just so useful, killing so many different things. Alright, May. You get Trico. Trico, I remember being as this extremely fast grass type. Not really powerful in any area, but the speed, wow. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't get Trico, because I remember I used to run with Trico quite a bit. But yeah, we pretty much destroyed her, and I'm happy for it, because I don't like May. In fact, between Wally and May, I can't decide which one I like least. It's really tough to think about it, too. Wally, he's just like, hey, kid, listen, I know you're trying, but really... And then there's May. Yep, May wins. Wins the best loser award. Though, if you're play as the female character, then the male character, I never play as the female, so I have no idea what that guy's the male version of your rival is. All I know is he's probably better than May. But at least she gives us some Pokeballs, so right from the get-go, we can catch something in the wild. And you know what? I'm gonna go do that. Oh, but first, we get something amazing. Something that pretty much made me play Gen 3 more than anything else. Running shoes. Oh, yes. Granted, I'm not gonna make the joke where, oh, you need shoes to run? Well, that makes sense. No. Shut up, you'll wear them and use them all the same. Besides, maybe they're like old school Nikes. You look faster just wearing them. Okay, first Pokemon on this route is... Burple. Yay. I'm not a fan of Wurple, if you could tell. I miss Caterpie. But I'll catch it. Wormpool. Think of a good name for Wormpool. I know. But first we gotta catch it. Nice. Painless. Now I just need to do that for something much more difficult. The catch. Wormpool is targeted by Swallow's prey. This Pokemon will try to resist by pointing the spikes on its rear at the attacking predator. It will weaken the foe by leaking poison from the spikes. Okay. So, it's a Pokemon that likes to use poison and stuff like that. But it could go two different ways. I have no idea which way it's going to go either, in terms of evolution. So, let's hope it's Silcoon. And even then, I probably will neglect it. I don't want to, but who the hell am I kidding? Of course I want to! Call her... Veronica. After Code Veronica X. That was really good, and I probably spelled that wrong. You know, sometimes it sucks not being good at... being terrible at spelling. Anyways, I think that should be enough for a part 1, so to say. I'm gonna try to do these in 2-day intervals so people can leave comments and make name suggestions and whatnot. And please do comment and subscribe and like and all that fancy YouTube stuff. I appreciate it. So, thanks for watching. See you next time.